Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Oyinkansola Jinadu. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks TV. If this is your first time here, welcome. We are so glad to have you. But don't forget, before you leave, subscribe and turn your notification on because we upload videos every single week. For today's video, make sure you like, you leave us a comment, and you share this video with your community. Help us grow our network, right? That's what it is, your network, your net worth. We want to grow with you. So share our videos, leave us a comment, and let's get to know you. Now, today's episode is sponsored by the Yoruba Cultural Center, Dallas, Inc. I am filming today out of the Arts and Heritage Museum in Dallas, Texas. If you have not visited this Arts and Heritage Museum, if you are a Yoruba indigene, or you're just interested in the culture, wanting to learn about the language, we offer 9 programs here. Go to the website yorubacenter.org for more information, and I promise you, you will be amazed at the wonder of this wonderful organization. We have a lot to offer. Now, let's get to our conversation today. Pivoting and repositioning in life and business. Wonder what that's all about. You'll find out in a few. Come with me. Yes, we are back. So, today's episode is talking about pivoting and repositioning in life and business. There's several things that happen to us that require us to pivot and reposition ourselves. Some life incidences from my personal experience is loss. Loss of what was, loss of the familiar, loss of a comfort zone. When I moved all the way from Nigeria here, I had always had my parents to provide everything, like literally everything for me. So I had this notion, and I was so naive in how the world really worked. I just assumed that if I wanted something to happen, or I just had an ambition and I just positioned myself, it would happen. But no, it was not like that. Coming from the motherland, like my American brothers and sisters would say, to the United States of Americas, it was a very, very rude shock. Like, it was like when they throw you from regular temperature into ice block. Have you seen ice block? You see the shock, like the way your blood would just, that's how it was for me. But one of the things that I really am appreciative and grateful for is my upbringing. I was raised in a family where, even though I had all of the comforts and the necessary things and even luxuries provided for me, my parents made sure that I had the discipline. I had what it took to survive on my own. First of all, I went to a military secondary school. Anyone who was raised in Nigeria will know what that looks like. It wasn't even your average boarding school. This was military stroke academics. And the military wasn't just in name. It was literally in everything that we did. We had everyday parades. We had to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. We had fire drills. We had, oh my God, we had so many things. We were in a camp. I mean, we developed skills like life skills, coping skills, survival skills at the age of 10. I went into Air Force at the age of 10. I was so young. I went into that environment, and the drills, the encounters, I would call them torments, but right now, grown up as an adult, I actually see it as it was preparing me for what the real world would throw at me. because life is not going to be kind to you. I don't care what your background is. I don't care who your father is or your mother is. You know, like Tenny said, but my papa no be Dangote. Oh, like, forget that thing. Even if your father is Dangote or even Elon Musk, there are things that life will throw at you that you are going to have to deal with on your own. So that's what I really accredit my survival, my tenacity, my strength of character, my discipline, my doing so much and trying to keep it in balance together attitude. I am someone that I wear so many hats, but even in wearing those hats, I have to constantly do this. Psst, psst, psst. Like Robocop, I have to pivot every single moment. I am constantly assessing, reassessing, looking at the situation and trying to find not just the balance, but trying to find a way forward. And if I assess my situation and it doesn't look like it's giving me the results that I want, I will quickly just change my direction, or at least figure out a way to wiggle my way, not necessarily out of what I'm doing, but find a better path. So, today in this episode, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I have learned in the past year that a lot of my peers who are still successful, just like I am in business and in life, have adopted to their lives. So this is not all of my playbook. This is some of my playbook and the playbook of some of my wonderful nearest and dearest friends. Now, one of the things that we have all had to incorporate into our businesses as entrepreneurs is e-commerce. E-commerce, I have a service-based business. HD Pro Global is a service-based business. But when Corona, auntie or uncle, I don't know if it's female or male, that virus, anyway, whatever y'all attribute to coronavirus, when the pandemic hit, I had to figure out a way to add certain things to my business, which was e-commerce. I made some amazing face masks, which I was selling at the time. I was still serving my clients with the services that we offered and the tools that we were able to provide, but having a product to sell honestly was a saving grace for my business. So if you're wondering what to do in this moment to pivot and to figure out a way to still stay successful and just continue to bring in capitalization into your business, and by capitalization I mean money coming in that sustains your business enough over and beyond to help you grow. Bringing capitalization into your business, e-commerce is an amazing way. Sell anything. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, come close. Let me tell you something. I have sold clothes. I've sold makeup. I've sold food. I have sold so many things in this America. Forget all these Dr. OJ fine girl things, man. When it comes to hustling, I have hustled my hustle in this country for all the times that I've been here because I had to survive. I had to survive. I've not always been in the position that I'm in today. So I can tell you that e-commerce has evolved so much whereby you can you don't have to sell your original product, you can sell other people's product. You can do drop shipping. That is a method of e-commerce that makes it easy for you to market someone else's product. You don't even have to deal with it. You don't have to mess with it. You get paid, they get paid, everybody gets paid. So pivoting, number one, e-commerce. Now, before we continue to the other pivoting and repositioning tools, strategies that I have for you today, let us take a quick break and we are going to be right back. And I'm kind of entertaining you with my baked pidgin English. Just bear with me. If anybody can teach me pidgin, I beg, come and help a sister, because I'm trying to get into all that worry, waffy type deal, I want to really just be down to earth and just really, don't mind me. Anyway, so we're back to pivoting and repositioning in life and business. So I was telling you guys earlier that I have sold several things. This is one of my products, my face mask. You know, this was such an amazing thing. The quality, everyone that bought this mask from me, literally, I still ran into someone about a week ago at an event, and the husband and the wife came in wearing HD Pro Global. Was I so proud or what? I was like, yes, that is my brand. And then after that, I pivoted and I said, well, the masks are good, but guess what? Even I had a problem wearing the mask because I'm a makeup artist. I love to beat my face and I love to look good all the time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, these masks don't make your makeup great. They will just not let you be great. Imagine women, we stopped wearing lipsticks because mask was just in the way. Corona just really took away our makeup game. It took away our lipstick game. But I was like, look, we can fix that. Then guess what? Your sister just went to the market and just said, okay, let's get a shield on the market. HD Pro Global Shield came through. Now, I was quite late in the game doing this, by the way, and that's another thing. Please don't procrastinate. When you have an idea, when God drops it in your spirit and says, this is an idea, whether people think it's going to work or not, whether everybody believes in it or not, if it's something that you are truly convinced and you have absolute clarity, first of all, hear me, you have absolute clarity on that idea, girl, bro, move on it. I kind of tiptoed. I shared the idea with a few friends who tried to dissuade me, telling me, oh, it's too late, the vaccine is coming, yada, 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 yada. But guess what? I finally released my face shields in January, and in the first few weeks that I ordered the first set, which was at about 100 pieces, I sold every single one of it. And then I ordered another set, and what I did with that was just bulk sales, like just giving it to different store owners and having them try it out, and it was well received. I still wear my face shields every day to work. This, in fact, is my best friend. I wear it to events and things like that. So, e-commerce is your friend. Pivoting and repositioning in a very difficult economy or in a situation where you find yourself and you don't know what to do, figure it out. There is always a way. Number two. All right, number two. Okay, we talked about drop shipping, right? Let's talk about intellectual property. That thing that is in your head that doesn't necessarily translate to a shield or a mask. That thing that is in your head that doesn't necessarily, that thing that you are the one person who has the ability, the capacity, and the wherewithal to translate it to other people, to add value, to help them improve their bottom line. That is your intellectual property. Let me tell you some of the things that I have created as intellectual property. All of the books that I've written, Living Beyond the Norms, edition 1, Living Beyond the Norms, second edition, King of My Gifts, the book. Then I created the workbook. Then I went ahead, of course, the ebook is there. And then I went further to create an audible version. All of those are my intellectual property that is available for sale on Amazon and several other platforms that I have been distributing them to. So that is something that every living, breathing person can produce, because we all have something that is uniquely woven into the fabric of our being that can come out to be translated into value, and that is what we call your intellectual property. Your brain can manufacture something, an idea, a thought. You know, that's why now these days we have this big word where they say, I'm a thought leader, I'm a thought leader. Everybody is a thought leader now because everybody has a thought. Hey! Now, wow, look, trends, they're crazy, but it is what it is. If you develop yourself to become an authority in an area, or you create a resource that people can turn to for information, that inevitably makes you a thought leader. You don't have to be a PhD holder to be a thought leader. You just have to be able to position yourself as an authority in that area where people are able to get value from you. Intellectual property is another way that a lot of people are pivoting and repositioning themselves to bring in capitalization, to expand their brand, to add value, and to just increase revenue all around. Now, let's quickly go over to investing on the global market. Isn't that interesting? I love the fact that the world, you know, when the internet came out many years ago, we're talking about, oh, the world is becoming global. But you know what? Now, the world is so global now that it seems like the person living all the way in Australia could literally be next to you. With the invention of apps like Clubhouse, where we hear our voices, like we have conversations and we're talking, and people from different parts of the world are chiming in, and we're having these daily conversations like we live right next to each other. Building solid relationships, bonding, creating networks and groups and communities just by hearing each other's voices. That is an innovation that has moved the world so much closer. Now think about it, when we take that to investing on the global market, the money market, the financial market. If you are in Nigeria, you're in Africa, you're in Asia, we can all invest in the global market, having the same the same level of earnings. Now it's no longer the people in the Western world when they say, oh, the people in the United States or in Europe that have the advantages to gain access to these markets. Everybody has access now with the emergence of the digital currency. You know, and the good thing about it is you don't have to have a lot of money to get started. You just have to be able to acquire the knowledge and the skills and, you know, get into some training programs, which I personally have also invested in the education of these things so that I can learn how to trade, how to get myself, advance my financial bottom line by learning how to trade on the global market. You know, the good thing about it is all of these things are readily available at your fingertips. Think about our smartphones. Everybody has a smartphone. All of these things are available on your smartphone. You can write a book on your smartphone. You can do e-commerce on your smartphone. You can invest in the global market on your smartphone. Everything can be done on your phone. If you are spending money and having an expensive phone, why not make that phone work hard for you to increase your bottom line? That is one way that I have found that the generation that we are living in, we are highly fortunate to be able to easily pivot our way, gain access to information, and quickly reposition ourselves for success and influence. It's no longer something that is out of reach. It is within your grasp. Finally, before I end today's programming, yay, my favorite one, as Dr. Oyinkansola, you know, the PhD holder. Sorry, I'm just joking. I'm not joking, no, I am that, so please, respect. Put some respect behind my name, boy. Okay, online learning, oh my goodness. Everybody can be a teacher online now. Like, you can be teaching us how to cook egusi. Go online. YouTube, the University of YouTube has made that something that is attainable. But you can even take it a step further and create a community around your online learning system, whereby if you have packaged your learning in such a way that people will be able to pay you something to gain access to what you have to teach them. Online learning is huge. There are a lot of sisters, my sisters, you know I love you. They can't cook and they are wanting to marry husband. Because some of them have married the husband, but the husbands are running away because this sister cannot cook. Look, create a cooking class, beginners cooking class that can teach them the basics, how to make stew, how to make breakfast, how to make, you know, things like that. That is revenue for you. If you can package it and target it online on social media to market it to the people who need it, that's money in your pocket. They say, my people say, at all, that ain't bad. Any small thing that is coming in is something. So there's really no reason for us to feel lost. And I know a lot of people feel lost because in 2020, and I don't undermine this, I don't understate this in no way. No way do I understate this, the fact that a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of businesses had to close down. I honestly feel bad, and my heart goes out to everyone who has suffered some type of loss due to the pandemic. However, that's not the end of the story. My business nearly closed down in 2019, but I was fortunate enough to have prepared myself and created things around my business that made it possible for me to consolidate with another existing business. That consolidation was what carried me through the pandemic. While everyone was on lockdown, while everyone was unable to work, I was working. I was so busy during the pandemic. It's a matter of time and chance favoring me. One, God Almighty just ordering my steps, the main part of it, but the biggest part of it was I was prepared. Because even though the opportunity was provided by God, if that opportunity came knocking and said, Dr. O, I'm here, and I wasn't ready. that would have been a wasted opportunity. So one thing I have to tell you today is no matter where you find yourself in life, I have been through some of the hardest, excuse my French, things that people that I know have been through, have not come out standing tall like I'm standing today. And I don't say that because I'm trying to appeal to your emotions. I say that to tell you that if I, this little girl that you're looking at here, can be everything that I am today and do everything that God has allowed me to do today, I tell you there's no excuse for anyone else out there to say they cannot pivot their way to success or reposition themselves into success and influence. You have what it takes. You have what it takes. And the best part about it is the world needs what you carry. Everything you carry on the inside of you, the world needs it. So sister, brother, friend, family member, whoever it is watching this, the world is waiting on you to express your gifts and your abilities. Put it to work so that the gift that was freely given to you can be fruitful in your life and multiply. And like I always tell you guys, if you don't know exactly what that is you're supposed to do, guess what? I've helped you. I have intellectual property. I have online learning available for you. Go to my website, drojspeaks.com. Get some information. Get into my coaching program. Get some of my resources. Take advantage of that. It's going to do you a world of good. All right, that's all I got for you today. That's all I got. Look, I'm sorry. Until next time. Bye. Bye. Yay! Where did the time go? Oh my God, guys. Today's episode was so insightful. I'm so proud of us for really standing strong up until this moment. It's been a tough year since 2020, now getting into 2021. A lot of us are trying to pivot our way, trying to reposition, trying to find our true path, or trying to find just our space in this big old world as it gets closer and closer. And I hope that this message has helped you in some way to figure some things out, get some new information, and hopefully you are finding your way and you're finding your position. If you are still unsure of what it is that you're supposed to be doing, you're still having these questions about who am I, what am I really good at, what am I put on this earth for? Look, get my book, King of My Gifts. It's available on Amazon. It helps you understand a lot more about my journey, but it also provides you with a workbook that can allow you to take your journey into purpose. What are you waiting for? Come on, you cannot spend the rest of your time trying to figure things out when everyone seems to be moving in a positive direction. So get my book, King of My Gifts, available on Amazon for sale. The book, the workbook, the ebook, and the Audible. So no excuse. You can read, you can listen, you can watch. Look, all of the variations are there for you. All right. Thank you for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in next week again for another episode. Don't forget, before you leave, subscribe, notification, like, share, comment. See you next week.